had freedom to do as they wished and that no brainwashing ever took place. His interview airs on Primetime Live tomorrow on ABC. And ABC's other news magazine queen, Barbara Walters, may be headed for daytime TV. ABC has ordered a pilot of a daytime talk show that Walters would produce. She will appear on The Daily Show twice a week, joining the panel of regulars to discuss current issues.
It was 20 years ago this month that stars like Liza, Michael, and Cher began boogieing their nights away at New York's legendary Studio 54. It was the place to be and be seen when disco was king and the fun was chemically enhanced. And we're taking you behind the velvet ropes for this E.T. flashback.
Not only is it fun to dance, it's fun to look at, other people.
This is rather amazing. I haven't seen anything quite like it before.
In the late 70s and early 80s, disco ruled, and the mecca for the beautiful people and Hollywood's hottest to dance the night away was New York's Studio 54. A new book by Anthony Hayden Guest, The Last Party, reflects on the bad, good old days.
That was the last time that people like that could go out in public and not be hassled. And it was as much them going out and looking at ordinary people as it was about us going to look at them.
Studio was where Cher kicked up her heels and where Elizabeth Taylor partied before entering the Betty Ford Center, where nothing came between Brooke and her Calvins, and Liza Minnelli and Bianca Jagger were die-hard regulars. The mix of Hollywood stars and regular people was orchestrated by the club's co-owner Steve Rubell. Thousands of people lined up behind the velvet rope to get in, although most of them never did.
Once you couldn't get in, it made Studio a star. Here we are at Studio 54 with the one, the only Steve Rubell.
Nikki Haskell's celebrity-filled talk show often was taped at Studio 54. She says the wild scene and open sexual displays were just part of a distant era.
It was a very sexually promiscuous period of time. I mean, it was before AIDS. It was just at the beginning of AIDS, but the 70s and 80s. And it was definitely there. I mean, there was the essence of sex all over Studio.
Open drug use was another hallmark of Studio 54. Every night at midnight, the giant man in the moon with a cocaine spoon would descend from the ceiling, and the party heat would turn up even higher.
We believed that cocaine was pretty good for you. We thought it was non-addictive. We thought it was certainly better for you than alcohol.
In the early 80s, Studio 54 was surrounded by a tax evasion scandal, and the stars no longer came. But in its heyday, there was no other place that personified the ultimate scene.
It's like a show. It's where you come when you want to escape. It's really escapism.
Anthony Hayden Guest's book about the Studio 54 days, The Last Party, with music from the era called The Last Party, will be in stores 2 weeks from today. Now, were you a big disco king?
My first job in college was as a disco disc jockey.
You're kidding.
And it was a good thing because I'm still doing the same dance I did in 7th grade, so I wasn't going to get any
Funky Town was
dates.
playing and you were jamming.
Funky Town, that was me. Yep, we'll be right back. Who plays Tim Allen's youngest son on Home Improvement? Your answer is next in the E.T. Birthday.